Okay, if you just want to know right up front what we're going to be doing, we're going to be hitting the chest, and we're going to be hitting it from 3 different angles using ring push-ups for mid. We're going to be doing ring dips for lower, and we're going to be doing decline push-ups on the rings again to hit the upper pec. Rep range is going to be, let's say, 8 to 12, depending on where you are and when you're about to hit failure. Remember, 1 to 2 reps away from failure, and we're going to be doing 6 sets for each exercise. Finally, we're going to wrap up with 3 sets of push-ups to complete failure, and then stretch it out on the rings. Okay, now you can watch the rest of the video. You're going to need rings, what we're doing, and the ground. Also, it'd be nice to have something to elevate your feet for later on, because we're going to focus on the archer push-up on rings. This is pretty self-explanatory. This is just part of our warm-up. We're going to be doing this, reaching far behind us, getting some stretch action going on with the chest and a little bit of range of motion in the shoulders. Remember, you just kind of want to get to a point where you're just starting to pump the muscles in the chest a little bit. You're not really pushing anything heavy. We're going to do that 3 times. For this, just focus on the mind-muscle connection. Every time you do a push, rotate your palms up and really squeeze the chest together. And give yourself about 2 to 3 sets, maybe 10 or so each. After you give yourself a little break, just go right to some standard push-ups. Give yourself about 10 or so. More than anything, you're just trying to warm up and activate that chest. All right, we are now approaching what some may call a working set, going right into ring push-ups. I want to do about 1 set of these, because in a moment, we're going to go into the ring archer push-ups. As you see here, I'm probably still a little bit cold. Also, I'm recovering a little bit from my left arm. Not to make excuses, but you can see that arm is not completely straight. That's all right. In a moment, we're going to see, if you can't make this very clean technique, how you can adjust your angles to make it more suitable for you. We're going to be going for 6 sets, so keep that in mind. Every time you finish up 1 set, you want to go, and I want to say this more than enough times, you want to go about 1 to 2 away from failure. All right, my technique wasn't so great just there, so I decided to step it down 1 rung from the ladder. Just about that 6 inches will make a huge difference, and you'll see how much more straighter my arms are for this, especially my left arm that has been injured. This feels much better while I can still get a good push. 2 sets from finishing, or it's your last set. Don't be afraid to reduce the resistance a little bit to still hit those numbers. Make sure you maintain good form. Keep balance. Extend. Push. Okay, that was our last set for archer ring push-ups. Now we're gonna move into dips, which means we gotta take this a little bit higher. Okay, don't be too intimidated. I think even my first set was 5 or 6 reps. These are so much more difficult than just normal parallel bars. A quick pointer that really helped me unlock my ring dips, as you can see there, as I finish that push, really externally rotate the hands like that, and that will light up your chest. And of course, you have to flex. Make sure you still have that mind-muscle connection. All right, next we're gonna be aiming for this part of our chest. Yeah, that's the angle. Something that might help you. It helps me when I do this exercise. I think of a landmine press as if I had the bar here, and it's at an angle, and I'm pushing. I keep that in my mind while I'm doing this exercise, so that I'm really triggering that, getting that to go, to fire off as I'm doing the push. Only I'm coming from here. I'm trying to do the same thing. The higher I go, the more likely I'm going to be hitting my upper pecs. You can also mess around with coming lower, but bending your body so that you are still hitting it at that angle. Also a good way to use the core during this exercise. Also keep in mind while we're doing these exercises, we plan to finish with a complete burnout with just standard push-ups. So you don't need to go to complete failure on your last set. If you've done those 3 exercises and you did about 6 sets, in each set you pretty much went to failure, this is going to be very humbling. But don't worry, that only means you did it right. Ugh. Yeah, got to 11. Okay, now do, I don't know, I'd say about 3 more sets of push-ups until failure. You can have a lot of fun, which we might just do. Our last set, go to super failure, which is basically do push-ups on incline until you can't anymore. Super hillbilly. Okay, that counts as failure. From there, go right to stretching. Oh boy. Lean forward a little bit, extend. You're gonna feel it in the shoulders and the chest, especially as you pull it down. Really stretch out pectorals. From here, go straight out, step forward, get that stretch, pulling it back. All right, from there, rotate backwards a little bit more. Thrust your hips forward, really stretch out that chest. I'm a little scared, it's been a while. I'll take it slow. Ideally, you'd want to be able to completely bring your feet off the floor. I haven't done this in a while, so I'm not exactly able to do that here today, but that is your ultimate goal, to just go into a complete dead hang. Try to relax into it for about 20 to 30 seconds. Okay, I've been very bad. I have not been doing this stretch, and it shows. No. Okay, that's basically our workout for today. We did 3 major exercises targeting mid with push-ups, lower chest with the dips, and upper pec with the incline, if you will, incline push-ups, or decline, decline, whatever you want to call that. After that, make sure you stretch it out, pay attention to your recovery, and tomorrow we'll hit a different muscle group.